Courageous Self-Care podcast. I'm your host, Christina Marlette. On this show, I love to share about self-care that goes beyond bubble baths, chocolate, and wine. Often when we think about self-care, we think about luxury, we think about indulgence. But what I have found is that true self-care that moves the needle, that makes a difference in your life, and that gives you more energy and inner peace, can be uncomfortable. And it can elude us. We might not even know what self-care actually is. So that's why I'm here. I've been studying it intensively for the last, decade at least, and I have come up with some very different twists on self-care. I've created a free resource for you. You can go to ChristinaMarlette.com to get the Courageous Self-Care Daily Checklist. And this will give you some ideas on what true self-care is, going beyond those luxurious experiences, which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with them. They just often don't have the results that we need. You can take as much care as you want of the outside of you, but if things are awry on the inside, they're not really going to make a difference. So that's why we are doing Courageous Self-Care. Today, what I'm going to talk about is what to do when you are feeling rushed, stressed out, overwhelmed. I think you can identify with feeling that way sometimes. And I know for me, I used to feel that way most, if not all the time. I learned, or uncovered, I guess, a really useful way of stopping feeling rushed and overwhelmed and stressed out. It was kind of by accident. So I was studying embodiment, which is creating synergy between the mind, the body, the spirit, and the emotions. And using the principles that I had learned from studying quantum physics, I knew that like attracts like. So I realized, wow, if I'm rushing around, moving quickly, my thoughts are going quickly, and trying to get quickly from one place to the next so as to be on time, I'm going to attract more of those experiences into my life, and the stress and the rushed feeling aren't going to go away. They're going to intensify. You ever notice that? Like if you feel like you're running late, you hit all the red lights, that's because you are sending out the vibe stress, worry, anxiety, and then the universe matches your vibration that you're sending out. So then what do you get back? More experiences to make you feel stressed, worried, anxiety, until you can't take it anymore and some sort of crisis happens. We don't want to get to that point. We want to be fully functioning, fully alive, energetic beings all the time, not after some crisis where we have to do soul searching. No. So I'm going to share with you, pardon me, I'm going to share with you a really simple strategy that will completely shift how you're feeling. What's interesting about it is it's doing the opposite. So as an embodiment coach, we want to use our bodies to help send out that vibration of what we want more of. If we're sending out that high stress vibration, then we're going to get more of that back. If we're sending out peace and calm, don't you want more of that? Then you'll get more experiences coming to you that reinforce that sense of peace and calm. I've been doing what I'm going to share with you for a few years when I was at a networking event. I was going around meeting new people, and I got into a conversation with one lady, and she said, "Oh, did you hear what happened on the news?" And I said, "No, actually, I don't listen to the news. I don't watch the news. I don't partake in it. I just think it's designed to make us worry, so I don't want to bring more of that into my life." And she looked at me. She said, "Of course you don't. I can tell that you don't watch the news. You're so peaceful and calm." She kind of said it like an insult. But I took it as a compliment because I didn't used to have people noticing my grounded energy, my sense of calm and peace. I used to be in the rat race and feeling busy and stressed and overwhelmed. So that comment was a real reinforcement that, oh, I think it's working. So before I share with you the strategy, I would love to pause here and let you know that if you have a story of courage, often on this program, I love to interview people, guest experts, who have a story of everyday courage. So it doesn't have to be anything monumental, a story where you knew you wanted something to change, there was fear involved, you moved through that fear, came out on the other side. I love hearing stories of courage because those are part of courageous self-care. When we hear about and then learn to flex our own courage muscle, it grows stronger and stronger. And we feel more and more fulfilled by what we're able to do and be in our lives. So you can go to ChristinaMarlette.com, click on the box that says apply to be a guest expert, and I will connect with you. Okay, so you're rushing around, you're moving quickly, you're thinking quickly. How can you make that change? I have an amazing solution for you. I hope you're very excited. The solution is slowing down in your body. So what does that mean? Our bodies are magnetic. Like I said, they're sending out energy, and then we're getting more experiences to match that energy that we're sending out. We draw them in. So if we can use our body to create a new emotion or to shift how we're feeling, oh my goodness, it's so powerful, even more powerful than just your thoughts alone. So slowing down in your body, we're going to have an experience. If you're driving, well, I do this sometimes when I'm driving. You may or may not want to. I do it at red lights. But if you are just watching, you can certainly join in with me. It's nothing major. It's just moving slowly. So I'll invite you to close your eyes and land where you are. So that means notice your feet connected to the ground. Notice the chair underneath you if you're sitting down. Notice your heart beating in your chest. We're going to take 3 full breaths where you extend your belly like a beach ball on the inhale and then press your belly button to your spine on the exhale. You can breathe in through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. 2 more like that. And you can open your eyes. If you were driving, obviously you kept your eyes open. I was thinking about that as my eyes were closed, but I trust that you are clever enough to keep your eyes open while you're driving. Okay, so you can breathe with your eyes open as well. You know that, right? Of course. So now what's going to happen is we're going to bring more of our body into it. We just created some slowness and stillness by noticing where we're physically at. Now we're going to do some neck circles. So these are ultra slow motion and do what feels good in your body. So I want you to think about being a pleasure seeker. That means being in search of what feels really good. If something doesn't feel good, then modify it so that it does. Now, if you're in a safe place, you can follow along. If you're driving, of course, keep your eyes open and wait for a red light. So what you're going to do is slowly circle your head, ultra slow motion, only going back as far as it feels good to. You're going to press your tongue to the roof of your mouth. And breathe in and out through your nose. You're going slowly enough so that your mind can track the sensations of your muscles tensing and relaxing. When your head is off to one side, you will notice on the opposite side, the muscles in your neck are stretched. And the ones on the other side are relaxed. So continuing to go at your own pace, circling your head, and really enjoying the luxury of taking your time. There is no way you can get this wrong. You can even challenge yourself to go slower than you've ever gone before. When you're ready, switching directions. Continuing to be in the role of pleasure seeker, looking for what feels good in your own body. Gentle neck circles going around and around, taking your time. Breathing along the way. And completing one more super slow motion rotation. You may notice an urge now that you know when we're finishing to speed up. But keep going slowly. There is absolutely no rush. Very gradually come back to center. And take a breath. If you're in a place where you can keep your eyes closed, you can do that. If not, just noticing what emotion you're feeling right now. And being curious about it. There's no right or wrong answer. So whatever emotion shows up, leaving out the judgment, simply being curious of what's there. And then shifting your awareness to your physical body, noticing again your heartbeat, your breath in and out through your nostrils. Noticing the chair beneath you if you're sitting down. Noticing your feet where they connect to the ground. And when you're ready, coming back, opening your eyes if they were closed. This is slowing down in your body. And you may have noticed peace, calm, a sense of ease after doing the slow movement. Imagine if you did that when you were feeling frazzled. Now, I know it's counterintuitive. When we're feeling stressed, we want to speed up. If you can keep your wits about you and do the opposite, even if it's just for 2 or 3 minutes, I guarantee you will come back into your body. Your thoughts will slow down. You will feel more grounded, and you will have much more focus to be able to move forward in the way that you would like. Those are the gifts of slowing down in your body. You might want to do it first thing in the morning. You might want to do it at the end of the day. You might want to take a break when you're going from one place to the next, or you're at work. Literally, we did about 3 minutes, and I'm sure you noticed a shift in how you were feeling. I also do this at red lights with my eyes open. There is always a great time to slow down in our bodies. That is the teaching I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. And it's like a gift from one body to another. I hope that in the next few days you consciously make an effort, if you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or frazzled, to slow down in your body, and that will help you feel the opposite. You can go to get that resource I created for you, the daily self-care checklist, at ChristinaMarlette.com. And in closing, thank you so much for listening or watching if you're watching this on YouTube. And I'm here Monday through Friday sharing tips, strategies, and guest stories of courage on the Courageous Self-Care podcast. So be sure to come back and hear more. I'd like to leave you with this thought. Remember that there is nothing selfish about self-care. When you purposefully prioritize your well-being, not only do you benefit, but everyone in your circle of connections benefits, plus the energy you're putting out into the world makes a ripple effect, and it truly affects all energy in the universe. I look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye-bye for now.